Joining the show, Alex Singleton, the tackling machine himself.
Oh.
Can you guys hear me?
We
There
can.
we Gotcha.
go. Oh, yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, hello.
We got to start here. You made a comment to Henry as you were walking by this morning. Not a fan of the visor, huh?
No, he didn't even take the stickers off. Like
Well,
it was.
it's a new visor.
Well, yeah. Still gotta take the stickers off.
Yeah.
Would you like to try it on?
The visor
No.
on.
Well, so-
Come on,
so-
it's been on the
visor
ground.
guy.
It's
all day.
I feel like I've seen you rock a visor before.
No.
No?
it's a golf guy move.
He was
It
insulted
is-
that you even asked that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to actually think if I've ever worn a visor. Not with the hair. I don't know. Would you put the bun above or below?
Yeah.
I think you tried both.
We wouldn't be the ones to ask.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very true.
Above or?
I think you-
I think you gotta go-
yeah.
you gotta go a
Below
little-
would be like two.
Go top knot with it.
But
Yeah.
the way you have it now, though, you have to go
It would
below.
be below.
Yeah,
It would be below.
See?
All right.
Questions.
Do we try it out?
Maybe when we're done. Love it.
He has
Maybe
to
when
make
we're
sure
done.
the shot's cool before it's out there. I respect that.
The Broncos got to pay if they want him to put that hat on.
Very true.
that's
It's
true,
very
yeah.
true.
You know, Sean Payton, big visor guy. Maybe
Big
that's who you
visor
asked.
guy.
He
That's
might be the
true.
guy if you stick
I am
around.
going to be there tomorrow night, so maybe I'll ask him.
Oh, really?
Oh.
I'm flying back. You know, I gotta,
Nice.
I still live there.
Right.
I guess that
right.
makes sense. Yeah, no, that
You got
does
some
make
business
sense.
to take care of. Honestly, do you want to be back with the Broncos next year?
Oh, yeah. I think, with everything going on, the team we had last year, I think we said it every week to you guys, was like, we're 1 week away. You know, we're going to figure this out. We're going to get a win. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And it never happened, I know. But I think with, the defense and most of the guys coming back over there already, and just where the offense can go and the potential we have, if you take away injuries, I think, with being with Philly the last 3 years, it was the exact thing that happened to us. The O-line got banged up early, and it was just kind of like everyone was just doing their own stuff half the year, just trying to survive to the next week. And that's kind of what we did a lot of this year. And I think the Eagles are a perfect example of if you stay healthy, I mean, the sky's the limit for a team. And I think the Broncos team is a team that can do that.
Well, and you talk about the defense, but specifically you and Josey. You guys didn't really have a ton of time to build chemistry yet as an inside linebacking core. You were able to just excel specifically middle and later of the year. How much would it benefit to be together for a whole season where you two are the guys from the start to finish?
Oh, it'd be awesome. We talk about it every day. Every day he bugs me like, what have you heard? What have you heard? So, yeah, I'd be really excited. I think it'd be a ton of fun. And, obviously, even in a new system, us being able to play together, it would be easy no matter who we were with or, what coaching staff or what scheme we were in. So, yeah, I think that's the first order of business is hiring a DC and then the players will be figured out from there. But, yeah, I'm excited to, see what happens, see where it goes. But, yeah, I would love to be back in Denver.
Is it any easier going into free agency this year versus last year? Because, I mean, the tackle numbers have always been there, but you played really well this season.
Yeah, and then, last year I was, kind of a free agent, kind of not. It was weird, parting the Eagles, mutually. It was like, all right, you're going to leave. We don't really want you. So, and then, getting somewhere where, George tried to trade for me during the 2021 season. And so it was kind of, a place that, wanted me to be there. So it wasn't, always worried, looking behind your back to see if you're going to be able to, be in the game. I was going to play and all that stuff. So, yeah, it is nicer this year and, hopefully a little more cash this year.
Well, we're certainly pulling for that for you, Alex. But you mentioned waiting to see a DC. Does that mean in terms of your role and your fit, or because George has wanted you for 2 years and got you last year, that you're not worried about your fit here?
Yeah, more so because they're not gonna. From what I've been hearing is they're not gonna do those talks with everybody until they get the coaching staff figured out. So because I think they want to know hey, where do you guys see our, what's our scheme going to be? Do we need these two guys or, are we going to roll with one or do we have guys that, can do other things? And, I think those are conversations that they have. And, so once those are done, then I can start having conversations with them, which would be nice.
That linebacking core had a great chemistry. I saw you guys out, hanging out all the time. How did Brandon McManus weasel his way into that crew?
He lost all his guys, so he needed people to hang around and. He offered us courtside tickets to basketball games.
Smart guy.
He bought his way in, is what you're saying.
If you want people to hang out with you, just buy them courtside tickets.
I got to write this down.
Yeah, so if you ever want to hang out with Brandon, just be like, hey, man, I heard you have courtside tickets.
Where does that line end with a friend where they're like, oh, I got courtside, you're like, I'm in. They're like, I got first level, you're like, okay, I'm in.
Yeah, it depends on what night of the week.
Third, that's
like
true,
I'm not
that's
like Friday or Saturday, Thursday, Friday. It's getting closer to game day.
Yeah.
right.
Courtside. But even no jokes aside, Josey was like, "Is it first row courtside or second row courtside?" If it's second, like I'm not gonna go. Well, we're hoping it's first. And
Was it?
it was. Yeah.
There you go.
Both times. We went twice.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
We're actually doing a giveaway right now for some courtside seats. So whoever wins, you could maybe invite Josey or Alex to come sit with you.
There you go.
And if it's second row courtside, don't DM Josey. He won't answer. I'll go with you, and I'll be in Denver. So
There we go.
Yep. Yeah.
Was this 3 years in a row you led the team in tackles?
Yeah.
You talked about getting more cash. Why do you think it hasn't worked out for you in that way?
I don't know. I think the NFL is very in their way with people. It's how you come into the league, I believe, where you're drafted. You see a lot of first-round draft picks. They get however many opportunities they have, whether they bounce around for 5. I think if you're a first-round pick, you're almost guaranteed 6 seasons unless you do something horrendous off the field because it doesn't matter how you play on the field. You're going to get opportunities. And then, I just chips away a little bit at that. And, I came in as undrafted. I, bounced around on practice squads, went to Canada, came back down, was still on practice squad, and then got elevated. And I know when I got elevated that first time, they were like, hey, you don't know how hard it is because they try to, keep guys off.
Right.
The more guys that are, added to that, NFL, fraternity, the more that, more money gets dispersed. So, all those little things that the NFL knows about. And so, a little bit of that stuff, but also,
Yesterday, Sean Payton said he was talking along those lines, and he just unprompted said, guys get brought in as high-paid free agents, some UDFAs, first-round draft picks, and once they're here, none of that matters. And to me, that kind of stood out. He said, I'm going to put the best guys on the field, and it's common sense, but sometimes in the NFL, that common sense doesn't pan out because, like you said, first-rounders just get way more opportunities. Is that unique if he really does bring that mindset there from being in the NFL?
Yeah, I think so. And then I think a lot of times, you have a coach like him who can do that. If you're a first-year or second-year coach, and I'm a GM that's been there 5-6 years, and I draft a guy second, third, fourth round, and you're telling me he's not playing, I'm going to go, well, yeah, he is, because I'm not, and then that's the decision you have to make. And, it depends on how teams are ran. Obviously in New England, Belichick makes every decision. So it's kind of whether he drafted guys or he never plays a second-round pick, no one's going to question that.
Right.
But, in a lot of teams, if you're a first-year head coach and your second- or third-round pick's not playing, everyone's like, well, is this guy not good enough to coach him? Is this guy not good enough for this? Should the GM also be fired? Because, everyone wants to keep a job. So it's an interesting league,
When the Broncos hired Sean Payton, what was the conversation like within guys on the team?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, guys were excited. I think it's kind of the same buzz that was around last year when they signed Russell Wilson. I think it's kind of that same, all right, this guy's a winner. We're going to win football games. It's like you're almost guaranteed 3 or 4 more just having him in the building and just everything he teaches. And so that's what, we're expecting.
So you're still in the group chat?
Yeah.
It's good news.
Well, we had a defensive one and some coaches had to leave. So it was, they called us. We knew before Twitter knew.
Yep.
At least. Usually we don't. I will say 95% of the time there's any transactions. I have a buddy back home. He'll probably watch this, and he watches everything Bronco. It's actually very impressive. But he will text me about something, and I'm like, how do you know that? I'm texting the guy, and he hasn't even told me that's happening. And he's like, I'm in group chats. I'm like, what group chats? I'm on
Adam Schefter?
Yeah, I'm on the phone with him right now, and he's like, where do you think he's going? And then he'll just text me like, oh, he's going here. And I'm like, I'm on the phone with him, and he just told me he doesn't know. And then 30 minutes later, it's like, blah, 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 signs with, and you're like, how did this dude know this? So Twitter is obviously a place that knows more than players a lot of the time.
Is that how you expect to find out your future? He's gonna
100%.
text you about it.
Somebody, yeah.
He's all congratulations on the new deal. You're like, what?
I'm like, I haven't
city am I
talked
going
to them.
to?
Yeah. Hopefully not. I just want to. I live in an apartment now in Denver. I just want to have a contract enough to where I can just get a house.
There we go.
You know what I mean?
There we go.
I hate living in the apartment life. You know, I got a dog and stuff. He's got a.
You're gonna need a Supermax to get a house in Denver.
yeah.
I was looking. Denver's market is crazy.
It is.
It is. And even down by, I'm down by the facility. It's still expensive down there.
Yeah.
I was talking to Quinn before the season, and he was saying that he wants to get a bowling alley in his house. Do you have anything like that? Like any goals, like what you're looking for?
I would have a gym.
Okay.
But I feel like that's pretty normal.
I mean, it adds up. It adds up.
Sweet garage gym. But I have like an order on Rogue Fitness that's like already ready.
Really? What's in it?
I mean, obviously a full rack. I do like a lot of the CrossFit stuff. Not all of it, but I like some of the movements and stuff they do because you stay in way better shape than, just bench squat and clean. So pretty much all their conditioning stuff. You ever rode a Rogue Echo bike? If you haven't, you should. It's miserable, but it's one of my favorite off-season.
I don't think any of us could know what that is.
No. I asked the question. It's like I don't know what this is.
That's because he's a Missoula guy.
That's true.
Okay,
Got it.
I'm not doing that.
Talk about what you're here doing this week.
Yeah, because Broncos didn't invite me. No, I'm here representing Special Olympics, so I get to come around and talk about their Unified Champions program, and get to go with a few athletes today and tomorrow, and hit all the media spots and just be able to talk about what my involvement is with Special Olympics, and then just what Special Olympics can do, and as obviously someone that's been involved with it my entire life because of my sister. It's the greatest organization in the world. It's what I wear, my cause, my cleats for, and all that stuff. It's pretty much what I donate. All the money I donate to goes to Special Olympics, and I just love what they do for the community of. I always say a lot of people that don't have a big voice, and so someone has to be that voice or give them a platform to stand on, and so I use everything I can to be able to do that for Special Olympics.
When did you first get linked up with Special Olympics?
Man, my sister has been a participant since she was like 3 or 4 years old, so I came out the womb a supporter of Special Olympics. So it's been awesome and easy for me. But every place I've been, from Bozeman to Canada to Philly to Denver to Thousand Oaks back home, it's everywhere I've been. It's been like something I get involved with almost before I even have a meeting with a coach. It's like the first place I call or reach out to.
All right, well,
that's too cool.
We could talk to you all day, but I know you got other places to go. No more questions. I'm getting the wrap from behind Alex.
No, we can't get lakes, rivers, oceans.
Okay,
Yes,
lakes, rivers, or oceans. What's the best?
Go.
Best body of water.
Oh shit, that's
Montana guy, like you got to know.
I know. Lakes.
Yes,
Yeah.
4-1 lakes. 4-1 lakes.
Alex, it was going so good.
Thank you, Alex.
River, oh yeah.
He's a rivers
Montana.
guy. He's an oceans guy.
Missoula
I'm the
in
lakes
particular.
guy.
Appreciate you, Alex.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, appreciate it.